coming out of Batavia, Ohio, and comes from also sort of a traditional martial arts background, kind of a lesser-known martial art. Maldudo he's been training since 3rd grade and started MMA in his freshman year of high school, and now making his MMA debut here at Hardrock MMA 89. 20 years old is Vincent Stoetzel. Also trains with his 2 brothers, and they call themselves Team Stoetzel. So
there you go.
Easy enough. Don't have to think of a name when it's just your family, right?
Yeah, no, not at all. You don't have to. Yeah, kind of does the work for you, honestly.
And introducing his opponent fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner, Nick Wells.
Nick Wells, representing the Immortal Way, coming out of Hamilton, Ohio. 0-1, we saw him back last year take a loss against Jake Cools at Hardrock MMA 81, which was right here at Turfway Park. But a former 4-time varsity wrestler in high school, and decided to get an MMA when he was 12 years old, and is now 27, training for about 8 years. And interesting, both of these guys have a pretty extensive martial arts background and combat sports background, but just really young in their MMA careers here.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of the way it goes these days. A lot of these kids have been training for a long time, and then they just weren't of age yet in order to compete.
And I know Joe Rogan says all the time, sort of the next phase of MMA fighters is you're not going to get wrestlers or Muay Thai fighters or kickboxers. You're going to get MMA fighters that have been training MMA since before they were teenagers.
Exactly. Yeah, when I was a kid, I can't vouch for how old you are, but there wasn't, there was just karate and boxing and simple stuff.
Pretty much the same for me.
And then all of a sudden, they have so much to choose from now. So, and you got to do it all.
Team Stoetzel from Batavia, Ohio, Vincent Stoetzel. And introducing his opponent fighting out of the B2 digital blue corner, weighing in at 155 pounds, representing the Immortal Way from Cincinnati, Ohio, Nick Wells.
Nick Wells has a big fan base here. He looks like a young Roger Bowling.
Exactly, and that big fan base will get you a better placement on the fight card as well.
Yeah, it will.
Just 0-1, and we're here in bout number 10. Lightweight bout here, Hardrock 89. Vincent Stoetzel in the black, trimmed in white and gray. Nick Wells in the red and black. Gary Copeland, third man in the cage.
Touch, and now we're going.
Stoetzel opens up with a leg kick and immediately switches his stance. Another leg kick. Stoetzel's hands are really low here.
Yeah.
We can see that more traditional martial arts striking background, throwing a back kick. And both of these guys.
Oh, big overhand.
That was like almost a pawing
shot.
Looked like he caught him with the front of his hand. And Nick Wells immediately going to that wrestling background, gets it to the ground in half guard now. See what the ground game of Stoetzel looks like here.
Yeah. Nick's got his head up against the fence.
Wells looking to try to step on that instep and now passes.
Nice. Passed over. Stoetzel's keeping him close, so he's not really taking any damage at this point. If Nick from there would really throw some knees when he switches because the body's open.
Stoetzel trying to shrimp out and get back to half guard there, but Wells doing a good job now.
Nice.
In
full mount.
Trying to get his head loose here. Maybe throw some big punches on the top.
Yep. I rolled for a guillotine. See if he's kind of a risky move from where he was to now, but see if it works for him.
Now has the guard locked in, has the arm in on this guillotine.
He's trying to sneak his other hand.
Takes the arm out.
Now he's got both.
And one of the things he needs to do is shrimp into his opponent here as opposed to try to pull straight back. It's one of the most common errors that guys do is they try to pull straight back when really it's more of a crunch they need to do.
Yeah, you want to try to touch your ear to the back of their neck or to their shoulder. Suck it in tight and bring your knees in.
I had to learn that the hard way of how to finish the guillotine.
He's got
Letting everybody pop their head out.
Yep.
Well, still looking to try to get this guillotine. And one of the bad things about pulling for that guillotine is now that Stoetzel is out, he's on top here.
He switched it to a triangle, though, really quick.
Throws up those hips. It looks like Stoetzel.
He's about to get slammed, it looks like. Yep.
He's arm in as well. He's looking to try to get some space here.
Stoetzel's trying to swing on him, but a little too far.
Biggest thing you need to try to do in a triangle is try to posture here.
Yeah, he's grabbed the head. He's got the arm across finally, but Stoetzel's pushing it back over. They're kind of hand fighting with it.
Stoetzel's hanging tough in this triangle. It looked like that was locked tight.
Yeah.
But it looks like he may be almost out of danger here.
Yeah, it's not behind his knee much anymore.
He's also doing a good job stacking Nick Wells here as well. Gary Copeland checking to make sure and survives the round. Does Stoetzel.
Nice.
A good round there for Nick Wells.
Yeah.
Stoetzel survives that round, but it's going to be one in the bag for Nick Wells here.
Yeah.
Just the second fight of the night where we go to the second round. Really evenly matched fight, it looks like here. I think Stoetzel answered a lot of questions about his ground game there. At least has some good submission defense.
Yeah, he did really well. You know, he defended the guillotine well, and then, you know, on the triangle, he got an arm. He kept it. He reached up and grabbed the side of Nick's face, so where it wasn't going across, and you know, kept swinging with his right hand. But then when Nick finally got it over, you know, he immediately tried sliding it back. So
and of course, one of the dangers though of reaching like that is you know, the guy can switch to an armbar out of that triangle. But it looked like Nick Wells was really kind of had his heart set on trying to finish with that triangle. So Stoetzel kind of got away with.
Got away with overextending the arm up there.
Exactly.
And he's seeing Gary Copeland checking his hand too, you know, to make sure that he was okay and he wasn't just on, you know, out, and you can't tell sometimes. So
you can see in between rounds, Stoetzel here taking the stool, whereas Nick Wells is not. He's just and still kind of staying, you know, trying to stay loose there in the corner. Don't want to allow all the blood to kind of rush to your legs there.
Yeah.
When you sit down.
Gary's checking both fighters, making sure they're good. Gary, the best in the business, keeping everybody safe.
He told us to say that, so let's throw it in there. Now, he truly is one of the best referees in the business.
Yep.
He always does a great job keeping the fighters safe. And
he does.
Calling it right down the middle.
Yep.
Round two here in this lightweight bout, and Stoetzel seems to have settled in a little bit. His hands are a little low, and neither guy's done much of anything here so far. I think Wells is maybe trying to get this fight back to the ground.
Yeah, if you're Wells, you're probably going to want to do that. I mean, he's obviously stronger in that aspect, and he's giving up some length and stuff too. So why stand if you don't have to? But he's trying to showcase it all. So. They're both trading some heavy kicks, though, that's for sure.
And Wells likes those leg kicks, and those will start to add up.
Yeah.
As we're here in the second round, it makes it a lot harder to push off and throw those kicks that Stoetzel likes to throw.
Yeah. Problem is, both of them are throwing kicks and their hands are down. And they're not setting up the kicks with punches. They're just kind of winging.
And that's when you lull someone to sleep and the head kick comes.
Yeah. So...
Now, getting a little sloppy here in the second round, but
he switched stance on him, so he goes to the inside kick instead. And he goes
a lot of times that means that that leg kick is doing what it's meant to do. And Wells immediately
passes to the side,
doing a good job. And Stoetzel now still has control of that head. Someone is
someone
busted
is cut
open.
big time.
Looks like it might be Wells.
It's
actually.
Wells. The blood is pouring off of Nick Wells' head right now.
Looks like it's above the eye. Maybe
Yeah.
the eyebrow.
It looks like a faucet.
I'm not sure. I didn't see anything that landed.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he is a bloody mess.
And hopefully they stay in the middle of the cage and away from us. But Wells doing a good job now. It transitions to Mount here. Has this guillotine locked in.
Yeah, that's definitely tight too.
Even with leaking blood here.
I mean, he is pouring.
He might be able to cut down to the featherweight division with all this blood.
Yeah, for sure. You got 10 seconds. And then the doctors are going to definitely have to check that.
Yeah, this might be a fight-stopping cut here
Yeah.
in between rounds as he is leaking. You can see the blood all over the feet and everything.
Yeah. When he was down,
Stoetzel.
I mean, it is literally.
And it's turned into a slip and slide in the cage, but Nick Wells is,
Yeah.
doctor taking a look.
It's right between the eyes, it looks like. They're telling him to come in and clean the cage because that is a mess.
Clean up on center aisle. Center aisle cleanup. Thanks, Rodney.
And again, I didn't even see where that happened, but they're calling the fight.
Yeah, they're stopping it. It's really big, honestly. It's about 2 inches long, right in the center of his eyes.
He must have got caught with a knee or something going in for that takedown.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Nick Wells not happy at all, of course. I mean, he was winning that fight up
Yeah.
2 rounds, and he's going to go. It's going to go down as a loss. And I think Stoetzel will need some new fight shorts.
Yeah, definitely so.
Nick Wells. Jason Lionel not wanting to get back into the cage.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah.
Someone at least wipe old dude off. He put his red shirt on.
Yeah.
They signed up for this.
Nick. It's gonna get him over.
Still working on cleaning up the cage here. I think we need more towels.
Yeah, towels and a lot of cleaner. Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds, the doctors will stop us in the fight for apparent reasons. For your winner, Vincent Stoetzel.
Vincent Stoetzel going to get his first win. Unfortunate situation there for Nick Wells, who looked like he was on his way to his first win of his career.
Definitely so.
Folks, we are going to take a brief intermission, 1 fight early, to clean up this bloody mess. We've got Surf Pro on their way. So, we got a weak stomach. We're going to go take a
Gonna head to intermission here. We've got one more amateur fight, and then we're gonna jump into the pro fights. Hang tight. We'll be back in a minute.
If we could just keep Rodney's wife away from seeing this. He's allergic to it. Right? Is that what you said? You're allergic to house cleaning. Got it.
I'm glad they stayed over there. Yeah. I had like 4 straight events I went to. I got blood on me all
Check it.
That's hot water. It's just red. Any new things? Yes. Say, MMA, isn't that real bloody? And I said, no. He needs to come off. Well, I know, but YouTube, is it on your YouTube page? It says 108 watching. Hey, Matt. Says, oh wow, that was the bloodiest fight I've ever seen. Yeah. Let the camera fall asleep. Just bust out the water hose and spray that out. They say you hit the cage. You can't boost it because you've already reached 46,000 people. Yes, sir. Can I get out of it without doing anything bad? I didn't slow down. Do you have that one adjusted up as high as it'll go? The projector? Because you can't see the chicken feet across the